welcome back to OW Gaming. I'm here, Sean, and we're so excited to be back this semester. We got a lot in store for you. We're going to talk about great games and other stuff. And to my left is my Troy to my Tyrene.
That's such a rude comment. I'm Kyle.
My Troy to my Tyrene, my Robin to my Batman. Happy to be back with Kyle this semester.
You know, you're so lucky I can't curse.
I know, that's why. I made that up in my head this morning when I was in the shower. I was really excited to say it. I've been waiting all day to say it.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, so Kyle, how was your summer? We're back. First episode, are you excited?
Sure.
I'm excited. I don't know about you, I'm excited.
I'm so tired.
Then drink a Red Bull, wake up.
I hate Red Bull.
Well, too bad. What have you been playing this summer? How was your summer? What'd you do?
I played so little. I played pretty much, I only really played 2 games. That's not true, actually. So I was playing League of Legends.
Of course.
I actually got myself almost out of gold.
Okay,
And then I decided, you know what, I don't feel like playing ranked anymore.
fair.
I've been playing Destiny. I played they had the last piece for the DLC. It wasn't
That came out
okay. So
over the summer?
the season passed.
I know. That came out of
The last-
the Leviathan thing came out over the summer?
Yeah, it came out in
It's a
June.
long summer, holy Jesus.
It's been a long, and it got delayed because next week comes out the actual full year
DLC,
3
yeah.
expansion, which seems
Back
to
to the
also,
moon.
but it's also the first time we're getting it without no Activision.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Oh, did we discuss that? Did it happen when we were?
Yeah, it happened last year, but
I don't
I'm really excited for what they're gonna do.
So I'm
'Cause-
so happy that they're done.
Because the last season pass was really boring.
Yeah, it was. When I came back to Destiny when all of them were released already, so it was nice to play through all of them again. That's what I feel like we have to do with that. It's nice to come back and play all of them.
Well, what they're doing now for the seasons is that there are stuff going on throughout the entire season. So it's kind of time gated, but not really. But it's also changing the world while you're playing through it.
Interesting.
So the next season, so we have Shadowkeep that's coming off on October 1st, and then the Season of the Undying starts October 5th with the opening of the raid, where people will actually have to complete the raid in order to cause the Season of Undying to start.
Oh, so kind of like how they did in last year when they completed the raid and they had that it exploded.
Yeah, the
Dreaming
curse.
City.
Yeah, the
That
curse.
was really cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be
Oh,
like
that's
that,
awesome.
and then
I didn't
things.
know that. Okay.
Yeah, and then
I
things
still
are
have to
going
buy that. How much is it? $40? Probably.
It's $30,
Oh, okay.
and it comes with Season of the Undying.
Oh, well, my summer, I played.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks. Well, no, the actual game that I played the most, because that's coming out, I was playing World of Warcraft Classic. It's vanilla.
I'm not surprised at all.
Okay.
Are you surprised? I don't know.
I was 8 when it first came out. All right,
I didn't play. I was never a WoW guy. I tried to get into it. I couldn't get into it.
that's fair, but it was a weird nostalgia factor. It was weird comparing it to the live game, and from this, it was better, and
It was separate, right?
it was completely separate. It was better and it was worse. Leveling felt like a genuine fun thing that happened, but in case of certain complications, it just kind of felt stagnant in some of the fights.
Okay.
But it also felt like you were actually, if you pulled more than 2 mobs, you were dead. But you also were allowed, you had the class trainers that actually gave you things. You had situations where you had more than 6 spells to do for a rotation. You had interesting ways you can set up your talent trees. So it was more expressive, which is something I feel like current World of Warcraft has lost a lot of.
That's good. Well, you could maybe try to get someone to have a whole WoW discussion because that's not my play field.
I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe
Because
get Chris in for that.
maybe. Well, that's not happening till we'll see. Because BlizzCon is in the beginning of November.
Yeah, hopefully they bring Link to Nintendo Switch version of Overwatch.
I would love that.
Did you see that thing that someone did that?
No, I
I'll
didn't.
show that. I'll show that after.
Alright.
So what I played this summer, it was mostly Switch. I did Mario Maker 2 came out in end of June. I wasn't crazy about it. I found the first one I liked a lot. For some reason, this one did not click with me as much the second time.
I'm gonna be real with you. I never ever played Mario Maker, but I did. But I did the exact same thing I did for the first one. I love watching YouTubers play those.
Yeah, that was like the biggest thing. That game was like alive because people like because it's crazy levels. I just didn't care. I'm not that creative with that garbage, so I wasn't crazy. But a month after that, Fire Emblem Three Houses came out. That game consumed my life for.
Have you beaten it yet?
I haven't beaten the fourth playthrough yet, but I beat the main three. I played that game it came out June 30th. Was it 29th or 30th that came out? No, July, I'm sorry, July. I played it until Borderlands 3 came out.
Yeah.
That's all I played. I didn't play anything else but that game. It was so good. Like, it became my favorite game of all time. I'm dead serious. It's now my favorite game of all time. Fire Emblem Three Houses is now my favorite game of all time. And I want any character except Byleth from the main character, Byleth, in that game to be in Smash.
He's so boring. I feel like one of the issues
He's a
because
cool sword,
I didn't play Fire Emblem Three Houses, but I played the remake one they did. Fire Emblem
Echoes. Shadows of Valentia.
Yeah.
I didn't play that actually.
That one I played.
Go back to my 3DS.
That one I played, and because I played a while ago the original version it had for the Game Boy, and I always loved that one. But I feel like the reason I don't want to play Three Houses not only because it's the three branching stories and it's not one coherent story.
I mean, it's good though. Each one has its own contained story that you don't need to like. It's more like each one has its own story that you don't have to play the other ones to complete it. It's just like if you want to find out more about different things. Is basically what it does. Like if you for example, like the Red House, you basically playing as the villain, but you don't find that like they keep saying about like her uncle that is like evil or something. You don't find that about that unless you play the Yellow House, which goes into a lot of that. Her evil uncle. So that's like what. So it kind of pieces it all together, but each of them have their own complete story that could be their own thing. That's what's cool about it.
Isn't it like Red House is the villain, Blue House is like an anti-hero, and Yellow is pretty much the heroes because they aren't?
No. Red is more. Red was my first house. You don't realize you're playing as the villain. You think you're doing the right thing. Like it doesn't feel like you're playing as a villain at all. But in the other playthroughs, the Red House is the villain most of the time. Blue is more like you're the hero, and Yellow is more like you're making the land into democracy and it's becoming like America basically.
So America. So you of course have to play the Yellow House because
it ends up where I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna say what happens, but like it's just the Yellow House is more. I would say to me the Yellow House felt more canon than the other two, in my opinion, because I mean they all don't stay up. They all like not everybody says lies at the end to have that be canon, but it just feels like just from the way it goes, like you find out basically everything in every story that you unless you go to the Blue, like you'll find out like all of the stuff that happens in the Yellow House. That's why I recommend you kind of wait to do that one. Okay. I was really happy I did the red first, then I like the order I did red, blue, yellow.
Yeah.
I mean red, yellow, blue because like whatever like yellow got what red didn't talk about, but blue also got what yellow and red didn't talk about. It's so hard to explain, but it's like you could play just one and you will feel compelled and you feel like you completed a story. That's what's good about it.
Okay, well that's not my biggest issue about them though. My biggest issue is the same issue I had with Fire Emblem Fates.
It's branching off into three different things. And
No, not even that. Well, Fates had the issue because you had to buy 3 separate games. No, Corrin was the most boring character ever.
I actually like Corrin.
And the same thing with Bailiff.
The thing is like, he's not that boring of a character. Like you have to really play the game. Like you just kind of pick what he says, and it could affect like what the outcomes of your certain characters have. But the thing with him is that he is it's hard to explain because he's supposed to like be you. You're supposed to feel like you're that character and you're in him.
I mean, I like that for some RPG games, but personally,
I think it worked very well in this game because it's my favorite game of all time now.
I don't know. I personally think if they did more back what they did for Fire Emblem Awakening, where Robin was you. You were the self-insert Robin, you were there, but you also weren't, like, the focus.
I mean, that's what's cool about the Yellow House. You are not.
Okay.
You just find out about yourself in the Yellow. You're not the focus of the story in that game at all, really. It's like you like influence the main person of the three houses is what you
so
do.
They changed that.
It's basically like you're like a more powerful Robin, I would say. Like Robin doesn't influence the story as much as with Chrom and everything. In this game, you just like whatever house you pick is the reason that it went that way. It's basically, you know what I mean? Like you could see like when you go back and you see what what happens is all because you didn't side with that house. You're such a big character that you change the way the leader of the three houses think. So that's why
All right.
you get the way you do. I'm like selling this game to Kyle right now.
Yeah, well, you've tried.
I'm trying. I want everyone to play because it's so good.
Yeah, money's a little tight.
I understand. I'm just saying, if you ever get the chance to, I would 100% recommend that game to anybody who has a Switch.
All right, so I think we should go on to the main topic, which is us
Sorry,
playing Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3, yes. I also do want to talk about what we think about the Activision controversy right now before we go into that.
Which Activision controversy?
The PS hear about this for Modern Warfare?
No.
Modern Warfare, PlayStation's have an exclusive Spec Ops mode for an entire year.
Really?
And it's one of the biggest controversies right now. It's on one of the biggest things on Reddit. People are canceling their pre-orders because of it, and they're adding loot boxes, of course, to Modern Warfare.
Well,
gun loot boxes, like you have to get guns through loot boxes. I don't know why it's a big deal now. This has been going on forever, and you people
Yeah,
let this happen.
they've been adding. They were adding crazy monetizations to Black Ops.
I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 3, and I played that game a lot. I like that game. That was the last one I actually played.
The last one I played was Modern Warfare 2.
Which was the best one. And they're gonna remaster that and make it a crap shoot of garbage, and then everyone's still gonna. As much as annoys me because everyone still buys Call of Duty no matter what it is.
But it's so awful.
It's awful. Nobody's doing anything about it.
There's
it's like one of
better
those things.
shooter
It's like, yeah,
games.
whatever.
Also, talking about better shooter games.
Destiny's a better shooter game. Overwatch is a better shooter game. Splatoon is a better shooter game.
Yo, Splatoon's a fantastic shooter game.
I know. Nobody believes me. It's like, it's just paintball. You don't know what you're talking about.
Also, you know what's coming out real soon? What's coming out real soon?
Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a multiplayer. Oh, it is actually.
It is technically
I
multiplayer.
like Doom on the Switch a lot. I'm probably gonna wait for a sale, but I like Doom on the Switch. I'm gonna get that on the Switch.
See, I want to get Doom on the
I
Switch.
don't care about graphics.
See, I want to get Doom on the Switch, but I have my nice, really new. Oh, I got a new computer over the summer.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I got.
you
like,
told me about this.
Yeah, I got a $2,000 computer with the 2080 graphics card. So
That's why money is short.
Dude, have you?
I don't want a computer. I'm not a computer gamer. I don't know
know.
if I've said this last season. I don't remember. I am a console
Right.
person. I have all three.
So let's go into the meat and
Yeah,
what
sorry,
we
we
thought
got a
of
big tangent.
Borderlands 3.
No spoilers. We're not going to spoil anything, so don't worry. There's no spoilers here.
All right, so after playing Borderlands 3 and looking at all the reviews, I think they're correct in it's Borderlands 2 with a worse story.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
It has better gunplay. It has
This doesn't feel like Borderlands 2 to me at all. It just feels like because I recently replayed Borderlands over the summer.
Yeah.
That was one of the things I played too. I actually forgot to mention that. Borderlands 3, maybe it's just the characters, but the guns feel different to me. Like I don't.
well, no,
feel
the guns
like
actually feel weight.
Yeah, I don't feel. It definitely feels like its own game to me. It does not feel like 2.
There's definitely technological advancements in how the shooting works and how they did the characterization.
I love the characters. I think they're the best they've been ever.
But,
I think these characters blow any other ones out of the water.
But I think how they did I think a lot of the comments of like the jokes, the story, they're like, yeah, that kind of fell flat.
I beat the game. Kyle didn't beat the game yet. The story is kind of garbage. No, garbage is harsh. I would say it's mediocre. It's a lot of like questionable things. Like, why did you do this? Like, there's like some things that I'm dumbfounded that they did not do.
Yeah, but it's like some of the things, like some of the emotional moments were just treated as like miniature comedy
and then
moments.
one of the biggest problems with the game is like it basically my biggest problem from when I've read honestly, and I agree with this a lot, is like your Vault Hunter is just there, like nothing. Like, which I've realized has been a problem in every game. They don't really mention your character. Everything just happens around your character. You know what I mean?
I mean, this
like
one is
2, I think I still kind of felt like that. Like I'm thinking about it now. 2, like it felt like you just kind of felt like you were there doing part of the story with Roland and Lilith and all them there. And that's the same thing with this story.
Yeah, well, you felt
even in the first one, I kind of felt like that too. If you think about it.
Well, you felt a little bit more involved in the side quests because you didn't do a lot of the side quests. I did.
I haven't done all the side quests yet.
Yeah, all the side quests you actually feel involved in doing things, but you have the issue that there's such a large cast for Borderlands 3, and half of them aren't even there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to say anything big, but this is a mild spoiler. I'll give you 3 seconds, right? 1, 2, 3. My biggest problem is how Tiny Tina, Brick, and Mordecai were handled. They don't even
show
you don't
up
even
and
see them with Lilith once in the game.
No, you do. Towards the very, they show up, they talk a little bit, and then they leave. There's a couple of
Is
side
that a
quests.
side quest that it's for?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't.
they
play
do
but
it-
main story wise, they don't. I didn't do all the side quests. I went kind of like towards the end of the game. I just kind of powered through the rest of the story, and I was playing with other people, so I was able to the level that I was up to. But you like.
They show up for a couple of side quests. That was it.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Like those 3 are the biggest characters that everybody loves, and you just throw them to the side like it's nothing for that stupid Ava. I hate her.
All I can think of
I
is
actually forgot.
all I can think of is that they're saving all these characters
For DLC.
for DLCs, and then they're going to use that to go push Borderlands 4, because one of the things that many fans,
You think it's gonna be quicker for
even though
Borderlands 4?
even though they hated it,
I don't hate it.
No.
Oh,
not-
I liked pre-sequel.
I like pre-sequel. Everyone was like, the story is awful. I'm like, I actually rather enjoyed the story.
I
of
like the
pre-sequel.
story. I don't hate it at all.
I mean,
I
I
like
wish.
prequel games that explain a lot of stuff that goes on. That's why I like Batman Arkham Origins so much. Even though it doesn't really have anything to do with the games, that's just a fun game.
Although pre-sequel kind of had worse combat. I think that was the issue for them.
I mean, it didn't feel different to me at all.
But
I felt like I was playing Borderlands.
here's the thing. Pre-sequel had this one at the ending where this guy called the Watcher shows up, and he's in Iridian, and he's saying a war is coming, and you need all the Vault Hunters you can get. Never
You didn't
even.
even mention it in the next game.
Yeah, which is either they're holding out to the.
That's not going to be a DLC.
No, they're
That's
holding.
that's probably going to be the ending story, the final story.
Either they're holding out to the like 4th game is all about the Iridians maybe coming back to the galaxies and
Kind of like how Mass Effect 3 did with the what do they call the Mass Effect 3?
the Leviathans. or-
No, the
Reapers.
no, the Prometheans.
No, Prometheus. No, Prometheus is in the second one.
Who was the one that was the race that was destroyed, and you get him in 3?
I think you're right with the Prometheus.
Prometheans, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but you killed them in the second one. You found that they got like bugified.
Oh, that was I didn't remember that.
Yeah,
but
the-
then you find the last one, and 3 comes to you as a character.
Yeah.
That I think like that kind of thing, like they're gonna come back as some like that, like a species that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I think the
Wait, they
well,
don't exist.
'cause one of the things is in Borderlands 3 is you go around the main galaxy and you hit up pretty much you hit up every single weapon designer except like Vladoff, I think, because
And,
you have
Torg.
and well they removed Torg. He'll be back in the DLC.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean-
Torg, Vladoff.
That's it.
No, there's another one.
And well, Hyperion you already dealt with in the second one.
Yeah, I kind of wish they did a little something with them. Like, give me like
We-
a side quest with them.
We pretty much completely destroyed Dahl.
And yeah, that's true. Right, but they're still making guns, so they're not destroyed.
No, but Dahl and Tediore are pretty much.
TDR didn't even.
Well, Tediore never even in.
It's not surprised because
They joke about it. Tediore is a very small company.
Oh.
It's not a strong. The big heads right now are Atlas as it came back, Maliwan, and Jacobs because Jacobs never got involved in the corporate wars.
So that's Malawan versus.
So
That'd
that's
been a cool side quest if they did that, right?
Yeah, but so we
By the way, they
got.
kept mentioning Malawan's home planet like multiple times. I'm realizing it now playing through the game again.
Yeah.
What's his Katawaga does. So if that's not a DLC quest, I'd be shocked.
Well, one of the things is you actually save. One of the side missions, you actually save
It's his
Katagawa's sister.
which I thought was like kind of throwaway, but
Yeah, she was just kind
she
of.
gives you
there.
a pretty cool gun.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Like ever make her an actual character.
Yeah, make her an actual character. Maybe you have to.
And I was kind of upset they didn't bring Athena back for Atlas.
Well,
That doesn't
see,
make
the-
any sense to me, right? Her dad was the owner of Atlas.
No, her dad. Her dad was not the owner of Atlas.
General Knox was not.
No, but he was pretty much the main force behind Atlas.
But still, you would think she'd be there.
Yeah. Well, no, because he had Rise.
What happened to her in Tales?
She gets captured and pulled along into pre-sequel.
Oh, that's before pre-sequel?
Yeah, Tales. Okay, so Tales Chapter 1.
You know what? They have it on PS4 to download all episode 2 to 5, but you don't have 1 available, so you can't even
One
get
is
it.
free.
It's not there in the PS4 store.
That's hilarious.
I downloaded 2. I wanted to play it, so I downloaded 2 to 5. And
You can get one to free
It
on.
won't even let me download them. It's weird.
All right. So Tales is in 1, 2, and 3 comes before pre-sequel. Then 3 Athena is captured by Brick and Mordecai.
Oh, they said that in the side quest?
No, in Tales of the Borderlands.
Oh, yeah. Well, you would think she'd help out there if they captured her, right?
No, she helps out at the end of 5.
Well, she wasn't in the DLC that after DLC either.
Well, no, because she was never with the Raiders. They were going to kill her at the end of the
And they save
pre-sequel.
her at the end, right?
No, no. The Watcher saves her. She goes then to help Reese and Fiona at the end of 5 for a little bit. and then she goes off with her wife.
Girlfriend. Oh, they got married.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Janie Springs.
Jane Springs. She wasn't there, which I was like,
The only person from Tales of the not Tales pre-sequel was
no, two
Aurelia.
people. It's Riss and it's well pre-sequel. Yeah, it's
It was
only
only Aurelia.
and and
You fight her, and she's an amazing boss fight.
She is
It's not
amazing.
A spoiler because it's pretty obvious.
She's
Even
not-
though they did miss in the trailers, they did show her with Hammerlock and Jacob's guy.
Yeah, I know.
And
it was
I like
so-
that. I wanted her to. I thought you were gonna save her, to be honest.
I thought
No
she was
spoiler.
like, I thought she was under control, but no.
No, I don't
No,
want to
she's
eclipse
just-
it.
she's
Just an
just-
evil capital B.
Yeah,
Capital B we can't say even though we want to.
she's a capitalist.
Okay. So do you want to just wrap up Borderlands 3 overall? I give this game.
I really like
I
that.
give it an 8.0. I think it's a great game for gameplay. Mostly gameplay. Story's a mess.
It's complete.
I hope they kind of like fix it with the DLC. Even though the
I'm-
season pass for some reason is $50. Why do I have to pay
because it's
the
like
same price I'm paying for like Donkey Kong Country on Switch?
I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 7.0 because while the gameplay and everything was fantastic, I love games with a story.
So do I. I mean, see, I'm replaying the game again, so the story gets really good until you get to Jacobs. That's when the story kind of takes a hit. And I feel like a lot of that stuff is filler. Oh, by the way, my new favorite character is, what's her name with Atlas? The girl with the, looks a little bit like Sombra. I don't know.
Do you mean Lorelai?
Lorelai, she's my favorite character in
Yeah,
that
no,
game.
Lorelai is
I
great.
hope they make her playable.
I like. Here's the thing. I like Jacobs if it was separate. I actually like Wainwright.
Oh, I like him too, and I like what they did with Hammerlock too. Like I like how they don't make it obvious. Like I love when a show or a game does not throw gayness in your face. I hate when they throw it in your face. Like, look, he's gay, we get it. Like they just don't even mention it. They're like, yeah, they're gay. Okay, that's the perfect way to do it. You don't have to throw it in my face.
I'm personally, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the individual moments better than I enjoyed the overarching story.
I agree.
I think they were trying to push Ava into this kind of like emotional like.
No, just wait. You didn't beat the game yet. Just wait. It only gets worse.
Great. I don't know. It's interesting. I personally enjoy that there's so many more legendaries. Legendary
Yeah.
drops
It's a lot more replay value in 3 than the past games. And they're kind of like making it to like a I guess like a Overwatch kind of servicey game. With they're gonna be releasing new planets to play as like events basically. Like this new one is a full planet.
Well, they always release like a new planet as events. They always had like the Halloween.
Yeah,
season.
but I'm saying like this. But that was only on Pandora. But this one is gonna be like
other. Yeah.
other actual planets.
Well, we already have the next DLC, which is happening sometime in middle of
if
October.
you want to know if this is a bit, I don't know if this is really spoiler.
No, it's not spoiler.
So there was some data mining, and there apparently the first DLC is going to be with Reese and Jack's clone, and they apparently want to try to revive him through an AI, which isn't, I don't know anything really, but this is what I heard.
I don't think that's true.
Well, apparently the next one's going to be, which I'm kind of annoyed because I think Reese is such a big part of this game. He doesn't need to have his own DLC. He was humongous in this game.
I think it'd be better if they brought back Timothy. See, personally, I thought they were going to do something with, as the first DLC, they were going to do something with Ava and Krieg and Maya's death.
Krieg?
Yeah.
What does Krieg have to do with that?
Krieg, okay, you didn't probably care to look around for it because it was only in the side missions.
Well, I wanted to, but when I go back to the game, I want to try to get everything. That's my goal.
Krieg has 7 audio logs.
In Tannis' little area, right?
Yes, in Tannis' little area with him trying to come to terms with his.
Yeah, I got one, but I didn't get to all of them.
Yeah,
so
with
he was obsessed with Maya, right? He had a crush on her?
He was obsessed with Maya, and he was trying to keep his split personality in check in order to talk to her again. So I figured it'd be an interesting DLC if you see him pair up with Ava going, where the hell's Maya?
That'd be cool to like try to get her alive or something.
Or like see her in the spirit world or something like that.
I would love that.
See, that's what I figured.
That'd be really cool.
That's what I figured one of the first.
So if it's $50, they're gonna make at least 4, right? So I'm thinking they're gonna do a Axton and Salvatore one.
No, Axton and Gage.
I would like either of them because it also annoyed me that the Borderlands 2 characters never interact with each other.
No, Zero literally
Just
has
says,
one.
yeah, what's up, Maya? Say hello to Maya for me. Like literally like a couple feet away from each other. You can't follow him there. Like why? I don't get it.
Yeah, they don't talk.
Zero is pretty great in this game. I'm not.
Oh, no,
Zero's
Zero's-
awesome. It's probably one of the best parts of the game. I would say Zero. I think there's definitely gonna be Axton and Salvatore definitely getting in some sort of DLC. They're gonna be there.
We're gonna get Mordecai, Brick, and Tina DLC.
Definitely, and then also definitely a Gage one too. Maybe not centered around her, but she's gonna be part of it.
Maybe with Gage and Torg. That would
I
be
would
kind
like
of
that. That'd be cool.
That would be kind of interesting.
Yeah. Or I would like them to have one with Lorelai. I want Lorelai back. She was my favorite character in the game.
I mean, if they're doing something with Timothy and Reese, they'll probably do something with Lorelai.
I would like her to have her own deal. Like, have her, like, because she has a cool backstory. Like, you don't really know much about her. I would like her to be, like, maybe she can go at Axton, because they, like, kind of, like, war. Didn't Axton do something with.
Axton had an ex-wife. I don't remember if we ever got the name of the ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Maybe
Maybe
she's the
I
ex-wife.
could just make it. Like, just make that, right?
Well,
That'd be cool.
well, do you know what Axton's currently doing now? in the
No, I
world?
don't. What happened?
So you
I
don't.
thought he was working for a company.
Yes, he is. He's a model. He's a nude model. You find him on magazines.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. And Salvatore's nowhere to be found.
Salvador, I didn't see anything out. Krieg was in a
Where'd you
cave.
find that?
This is strewn around Pandora and
I didn't know that.
Promethea
That's funny.
magazines. You don't really hear too much about Gage other than the father of the rich girl that she murdered in 2 by accident in Death Trap made all the robots on Promethea and says that he's trying to get vengeance.
Well, when you kill Katawaga, Zero goes, did you hear this?
No.
He goes, how did he get a Zero suit? Did she know? So that could be a side quest. That could be a side story too.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to have like a 2. Like that'd be really cool to have like Zero have one, and have Axton and Salvatore, and have like the characters from 2 help him out, and then like kind of give like Maya, kind of like I did Roland in with Tiny Tina's. And but I could there you go. I just did it for you. Just make it.
All right. We also have the free. There's also going to be the free seasonal DLCs. The first one coming up is actually going to be on a new world that you're going to get. It's all Halloween based, where you're going to go collect ghost essences, and once you get enough ghost essences, you go to a Halloween planet.
And apparently you're gonna fight a giant boss that everybody can fight at once.
Yep. Although the only thing all I'm hoping is they bring back the old helms from the Borderlands 2.
Yeah, the heads in this game are atrocious, except for Flack.
Oh yeah, Flack has to.
Everybody else is just awful. Maya's I don't care for. Moses is my character. They have a Vegeta one.
Really?
She has a Scouter, and then she has the Vegeta hair. I'm like I'm Vegeta. She kind of, you know what she looks like actually in that Ruby Rose. I keep getting Ruby Rose vibes from her. Okay, I think we should wrap this. I've been going for a while.
Yeah.
So Borderlands 3, I give it an 8. Kyle gives it a 7. I personally, I'm gonna keep playing that game.
And we'll be back here next week.
Back here next week. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.